or with other guys, who trained on Christmas Day. I wonder would they ever look back and say, was it worth it? Because I had to make some sacrifices. Some of them were worth it, but the family ones probably aren't. As you say, it's more about the person rather than the asset or the contribution to performance or success.
And I think we all get caught. I mean, I remember once when I was working at Middelsbrough Football Club, I attended a sort of gathering of the head of sports medicine and science for all of the Premier League clubs. And I think there was 20 of us in a room. 19 had been married and divorced, and I was one of them. And that tells you something. And we're not all serial philanderers. We're all more people who I remember once I went through 5 years of my career where one day I wasn't contacted by work. I don't think that's necessarily clever or good. I used to, for example, when I was at Rangers, I used to generally work 6 weeks non-stop and then take one day off. Is it any wonder I was separated? And I think, again, and I also don't think I was that efficient by the 6 week working that way either when I look back. So it's not just players, it's staff too. And I think we mirror that example. We feel as if we have to, it's a recovery day at training. So we must bring, for example, the rugby team, the football team into recover. So a player has to drive 1 hour in his car to get to the training ground to do a swim in a pool or a bike and a foam roll. Can he not do that at home and take his children to school? Is a recovery just physical? Because it's not for me. It's as much mental, emotional, cognitive. And when I see, again, laterally in my career, I saw, Pep Guardiola is one of the best football coaches the world has ever seen. There's no doubt about it. But I think it's sometimes the simple things he gets right. And I'd never seen this done before. And what he often did after an evening game would have the players in the following day for a recovery just to check they're all okay. But they're out the training ground by 12 o'clock. They were off the following day. The following day, they didn't train before 5 o'clock in the evening. So they almost had 2 days off, and they were actually spending time with their family. And I think that's maximising, recovery is not just physical, it's cognitive, it's mental, it's emotional, it's spiritual to some. And I think, we have to come in to go on the bike, to go in the pool, to do a foam roller, to ice bath. Do we really? Do we?